living. Oh, oh, we have suffered our own life through, doing things that we're supposed to do. Yeah, we will beat till our lives is black and blue. I was born a loser. I was born a loser because I'm a black man. I'll be a loser.
Yes, greetings with the original. Born a loser. And we know it's the true God. We did not born loser or failures. The Almighty sent us here, put us here to understand and strive for excellence. For once you understand life through the guidance of the Almighty and His prophets, and you got to reflect too again, the prophets only come as messengers because we slip up. Them don't come just like that. It's because we human beings have done something wrong or we are going in the wrong direction in terms of our liberty or our behaviors. So prophets and messengers are sent like cheat teachers to halt what it is, whatever it is that we're attempting to do, so we can stay on the path of righteousness for God's sake. But we come of age where we're saying that we don't need no God. We don't need no guidance. We're going to figure out everything ourselves. And whatever happens, happens. And look what is happening. Look what is happening. The humans, us, who are used with heart and with head, with brain, simultaneously. It is open up, it has opened our sensibility and sensitivity to injustice. That's what it has done. But we also find ourselves having to use a word, powerless. Powerless. Because we're feeling, we're hearing, we're seeing, we're speaking to one another, we're demonstrating, and the powers, the government institutions, they're ignoring. So I believe that we're asking, and see that word they believe, that we're asking, what should we do? What's next? And these type of hours in the evening that America and whoever give us some, give the world, give themselves some clips as to what is being given to them from Gaza. It not look good. It haven't been looking good. The words that are being used is very hurtful. The visual is very depressing. And then we have to ask ourselves, what would we do if we were right there? So it hurts. It hurts. So I just continue to remember that we in the diaspora, the black Afro-Caribbean, we were looked upon by varying other people, including our own African brothers and sisters, as people who have chips on our shoulders, people who just keep going back somewhere, and there's so much other things to do, and we're failing to be proactive. And the more we tell them, we can understand what you're saying, but you cannot put on our shoes. You can't. And some of us use the words like, do you realize who we are? And that was the problem. They did not, and some of them still don't realize who we are. You see, we are the children of the slaves. Stop fooling yourselves, Africans. Father, brother, uncle, cousin, nephews, aunties, nieces, the whole of you, stop fooling yourselves. We are the children of the slaves. If you want to say great-great-grandchildren, to hell with it, say what you want to say, but just remember, no, you can't say what you want to say. Just remember that we are the ancestors of those who were captured from around you and brought out in the Western world. We were those. We are those who some of us don't even know we mother, our father. Yes, you don't understand what happened to you. You just think so that we behave a certain way, but you don't understand a word called traumatization, traumatic stress and everything. Because when I live in your own little vacuum. But when I get to understand and recognize the word colonialism, the colonialists, but then you don't really invest time and effort and energy and ask yourselves, why did that happen to you? And who did that to you? So those same people that perpetrated all these things, you see them as friends and you're friendly with them. And then you don't see them doing nothing to us. You just say that we should just get on with life. What are you talking about? So for the Muslims, I cannot understand how you say that you recognize what was happening to the Habashi before the Prophet was introduced. Remember what I just said, what was happening to the Habashi before the Prophet was introduced. Then what he recognized before and recognized then and asked for that to change. What was that? Brutality. Injustices. Yes. Now what happened to a Sahabi? And he wasn't a Sahabi yet, so I'm jumping. What happened to a slave? A slave that heard some words for everybody in the world to recognize that Islam was here before the Prophet. Listen good. The few words that Bilal heard and others heard was sufficient for them to object. And they objected. They weren't rebellious, starting some gang. They just stood firm on the ground And from there on, the African, the black, the Habashi was persecuted. They were slaves, but they were not ill-treated. But from that point in time, they become ill-treated. They were persecuted. They were not valued anymore because the remembrance of Allah. So when you all are telling the story, you're not telling the story accurately. Because if you tell the people that Islam was here before the Prophet, then you would have been making some real serious in caves. But you didn't. You didn't. That makes the representation and the recognition of not just black men, of people who bore La ilaha illallah with them and kept it. It is not everybody that was in that part of the world up to Ethiopia and everything that was in Jahiliyyah. No, they were not all Jahiliyyah. But there was too much. So Allah, as He's always done, whenever we've overstepped our boundaries, send messengers or prophets unto those nations and tribes and communities. So this wasn't like exclusive. This is what Allah does. So why would He change what He does? And why would you all try to tell us about Hagar and Ishmael alayhi salam in that precinct? Come on, wake up. Stop treating us like we're novices. Stop it. You speak about Hagar in Safa and Marwa and Ishmael alayhi salam and the building of Al-Kaaba and the praying to which he did tawaf, and Abraham alayhi salam, father Abraham alayhi salam, coming to find, searching to find his son and his wife. Remember, Hagar's his wife. She wasn't a concubine. Stop it. Stop it. She wasn't a prostitute. Stop that. So, when you come now to us, and you see that we've got this passion and emotion and everything, do you know that you recognize that Bilal was, from he said, I had started being ill-treated. But you also know that Bilal went to school. Bilal was not a dunce. And other Habashis, they weren't illiterate. He was in the same form as Busafian and many others that were in the administration leadership of the area, Mecca and Medina and Rere. Point is, stop looking down on us as if we're delinquents. Never happened. A person become a delinquent if they choose to, or if someone by force limit them to understanding and to education and to realization and to strive. It's just like a plant. If you allow the plant to the weeds to enhance the plant, it limits its growth. It's not as some plants don't just immediately die, but they don't flourish at ease. And others get strangled by the vines and everything, because when the vines came, they were just being born. And they may get suffocated. They may suffer from suffocation, meaning now that they don't get the light. What we call strangling. And that plant, whether it's an olive, whether it's a date, will die. But it dies very slowly because the roots are active. but they just cannot seem to bloom. Now that's us. We been suffering because we grow and was raised as slaves. So y'all need to readjust yourselves, because there's nothing for you all to be proud about. Adjust yourselves. So now when you go and read Musa alayhi salam and his journey, and Yaqub's children going to Kemet, Al-Kubalan, Egypt, that story is reflective of us. I'm not going to be like the Nation of Islam and all these people and say, yeah, it's us. No. It's reflective. It's reflective because we were taken from Kemet, from Al-Kubalan, Africa, and spread across the white man's lands and were treated unjustly. We weren't taken and say, oh, come on, my brothers, come and live among. No. We were degraded. We were humiliated. We were in chains and everything. When a lady gave birth, the child was taken from her and sold to somebody else. None of us know that maybe our parents integrate themselves with themselves. Because them don't know. Nobody don't know that the child that is my child, I even, listen, the wicked things that was done to us, you all don't give thought. But you want to give us, not that you shouldn't, but you want to give us explicit in detail account that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is given to the Prophet about Egypt and about Yaqub family and their experience in Kemet. Now, that's fine. But what happened to your thinkings after that? So you want to work so far, but where you have experience in this life, in this realm, you become neglectful. Now that's the parting of the ways between us. That's why Islam on this earth ain't going to be successful. It's about taking all the people, not some of the people, and it's about speaking truth to present. Not speaking what you all want to be determined and make mention. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. The most excellent teachers teach the subject and they start from the A very early, because they set the ground rules to their students and make the students understand that they need to pay attention. Whether the course is a 2-year course or 3-year course, as in secondary school, that syllabus, they want your attention. They don't want to wait till full form now to start really making a person understand, the students understand what this subject, whether it's maths, English, geography, trigonometry, science, physics, biology. No, they don't. They can't wait like that. They can't do that. That's an inadequate teacher. The teacher starts very early, but the first thing the teacher does is set the ground rules. So that we all know that we need to pay attention and grasp the subject matter. And if every teacher in the school have the same concept and establish their classroom In the same way, that school is very, 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 very successful in relation to the students' educational prowess. Yes, they're learning. But if someone is going to go around the houses impressing themselves because they're trying to impress people to look at them, then nothing happens. You know, we are fascinated. Yeah, no problem. But what are going to be our contribution? Nothing. And that's what's been happening in the diaspora or in this world with Muslims, fully fledged Muslims, speaking or teaching those who are coming back, who have come back, who made that trod to come back. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. Now, if you all weren't teachers, why did you all make out that you're teachers? If you ain't got the quality to be a teacher, step down and find somebody who have that ability to teach. Now, we're not talking about knowing a great deal of something. No, don't lose me. A person who is going to speak truth. A person who's going to spend the time recognizing their students. Because if you don't recognize your students, and then you're going to tell people about Shafi, Hanbali, and Mawi, you're wrong. They were right. You should not be repeating or highlighting their efforts when you're not utilizing that which you seem to understand, but you're just regurgitating. You're regurgitating where you're supposed to be fulfilling. Shafi spent time knowing his students. They all did. They didn't just say, okay, look, we've got all these people, you know, and I've got like 60 books here. I need to get through them in a hurry. Right. No, they did not do that. They learned about their students. They learned about their mannerisms, their attitude, their tolerance. So when you read them first, you get to understand that they're building. They start with sociology. I mean, that's a serious word, you know, sociology. How much people understand that? What that is? Well, I mean, seriously, how much people understand that? What that is? They don't go down the road of psychology. It's sociology. And they make the souls of the people so harmonious. Harmonious. And when you got people that keep asking 1,001 question, they summer them down. Sabah. And they work on that quickly. Huh? So that person, instead of keep asking, they must need to examine and learn and take your time. Because that which you're asking is around you. But you're not reflective. You're just a Mr. Talkerton. But no, we're not meant to know these things. We're not meant to understand these things because, you know, we're these Caribbean slaves or these Caribbean, you don't even call us slaves. We're these Caribbean people that masquerade in all sorts of stuff. We're very flighty and all that. That's true. But why are we like that? You think we have culture, don't you? We don't. Whatever you see of us is what we have orchestrated ourselves. And it's only through memory that it continues and becomes reflective in societies. But if you ask us, really, do we like what it is that we do? We'll tell you straight away, 100. No, we don't. But we do what we do just to survive, just to substantiate ourselves. So when we get a visit to Africa, you will see our spirit, something happens to us. Something happens to our inside, not our eyes. Our eyes don't get big. Something happens to our firmament. Something happens to our bodies. Something radiates in that thing called the soul. Something happens. Something happens. Now, if we were organized, we won't come back. We won't leave. We will stay. If we were organized, if our lives wasn't so difficult to establish, we wouldn't return from whence we cometh. All of us who have made these journeys to Africa, don't matter which part of Africa, that's the feeling that's kept us when we come back up to now, to make changes in our lives, to institute our homes. And those of us who are Muslims, you want to see how quick and how speedy we understand how to govern and structuralize a home. Yes. We have a different aspiration, we have a different look, we have a different tolerance. We have. But it's not fueled by tutoring. That's the part that's missing. I've just come back, and the marvelous things that I've seen, and the tolerance of people, and the easygoing of people. And it wasn't based on religion. It's just based on who they are. All of them. How they act, how they react, how they speak. And it was beautiful for me because every day and every night, I just saw me. I didn't see people that don't look like me and want to tell me what to do and where not to go. And cross-questioning me and all that kind of nonsense. It's just that after 2 days, I realized, you know what? When it get dark, it get dark. You understand? So you have, you know what I mean? And that's the time I want to go out now and see, right, and mingle and everything. And I couldn't. Because it's like 200 years, it's long gaps before the light. And I didn't dare want to turn off the road that I'm on. And then I finish up lost. So I was kind of like hazy and worried, you know? But it wasn't like I'm saying, to hell with this, I got to leave here. No. I wanted to stay there. So my point is this. We have understood, we have learnt, many things was pointed out to us. Ishmael alayhi salam was a Muslim. Hagar was a Muslim. Abraham alayhi salam was a Muslim. So what the hell you people been talking about? You been talking nothing. This keep hiding things away from us. Not informing us, man. And those things hurt us. Slaves. Do you know how long it took us to learn? Do you know how long it took our parents to pass down things to us? Do you know how much of us have come through this life experience alone? Somehow you all think that because we're there England or Canada, that everything was rosy and hunky. What? Are you crazy? I think you find motor mechanics. So much motor mechanics and drivers. Huh? You think that's what we wanted to do? These are the things that these people have railroaded us into. So now for people come tell you that, listen, you should be telling the world that the prophet brought the book, the truth to the world. It was given to him. The light of this earth was given to Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Simple things, and then how to live it, how to structuralize it. That was his mission. But now when I make out like somehow, hey, hold on, and then when I spend more time telling the Caucasian that y'all can prove that Esau is a Muslim. I mean, is that because you're agreeing with them that Esau is white? I don't figure out nothing. But anyway, leave that aside. Right? I've said that. Leave that aside. What we're seeing, and you all are seeing, that's happening in Palestine. We who are the slaves, we stayed out here in the diaspora. Listen here and read that which was happening in South Africa, that which was happening in Angola, that which was happening in Zaire, that which was happening in Zambia, Rhodesia. I don't think you all understand. No, you don't. You all don't understand us. And you haven't been caring to ask us who we are and for us to define and express who we are. Seriously. So, me personally, I'm an arrogant jackass when I'm ready. But I'm extremely tolerant. Seriously, 100. I'm extremely tolerant because I want to learn. I've never asked anything. I've just been obedient, and not that I'm an indisciplined person, but I've just been waiting for guidance. And I wanted historical guidance. I want to know about my people. I don't want to know about other people. I want to know about my people. So that this struggling, this sufferation that my people have experienced all their lives in the West, among the white people, that I don't have to live and die with that. I want to taste freedom. I want to experience freedom. I want to know what freedom is. But no, you'll prevent us from that and tell us other things like we ain't got the gifts that God gives, or Allah gives to every human being. That's where you all also are missing. Seriously. If you knew or really inquired about our lives, you would have known, you all would have known, and really would appreciate the fact that the life that we has been living is Islam. It didn't have a name. It didn't have a name. We didn't know. But we were well behaved. We were halal people. Yes. We were halal people, well dressed people, well mannered people. And our elders educated us, informed us. Yes, we have all those magnificent tenets was attributed to us. And many of us, we cry and laugh. We hug up our parents that's still alive, especially our grands. And we make them understand that this is what Islam projects to us. And they say to us, so that's what we probably were. They're not ashamed. And that only makes us cry more. Yes. Some of them even say that true to time is why we probably have forgotten. So we only do these cultural things, but we don't know nothing about the worship, the prayers, or anything. But I can remember us having to wash ourselves. See, if you all that invest in knowing or researching and trying to know something about us, it'd be a marvelous situation. So back to what I'm saying. If the truth are told, the world cannot resist Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But through the truth is being stranglehold, the world is suffering. It's suffering. Because look at what is being shown to you all. There's Muslims out there demonstrating or marching, whatever, and there are non-Muslims. And maybe there are more non-Muslims than Muslims out there. And nobody has forced anybody to be out there. That's the power of righteousness. That's the power of truth. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's nature. That's the soul. That's what truth looks like. Huh? You understand? It has an image, truth. There's nobody out there telling them people, do this, do that, and if you do this and you do that, this is what's going to happen next week because everybody's going to just come here. No! No. They're waiting. Now they're in assembly like that. They're waiting for that guidance. But right now, they're on their own with God. Now, where is the righteous Muslims? Because you haven't been telling the truth, the whole truth, to help you, Allah. Because if you were, you won't be sitting back. The people here will be calling on your names. They'll be calling on your names. They will want you present. All of you, whoever you all are. As teachers, as imams, as amirs, and so forth. That's what righteousness looks like. You think it's just hidden? It's not hidden. It's not by force. It's natural. It's natural. None of the stories of the prophet, Allah has never said to those prophets or messengers, get some people and round up the people. No, it wasn't by force, man. He just said, tell them. You think it was just say, tell them, and it's only today, tell them, and by tomorrow, if when you go right and they don't come right, all the ones that don't come right with you, we're going to obliterate them. Let them suffer. No, it wasn't like that, man. It took time. It took time. But the prophet, the messenger were tutoring. They were up front. Not reestablishing a new foundation, reaffirming that foundation and reminding the people how they got to where they're at. And do not slip and do something else. Those of you who are in a hurry, have patience. Those of you who are saying that Allah has forsaken you, ask yourself, how were you here today? You couldn't be challenging if you weren't alive. And how dare you challenge? You have life. Did you know where you were when you were sleeping? You didn't know. Did you give yourself anything? No, you didn't. Were you receiving? Yes, you have. Are you still receiving? Yes, you are. Should you not be humble and gracious? Of course you should. Who's teaching? A Habashi. A Habashi that don't know nothing. See, you undervalue children. Make out that because you all can read, you stand to predominant. No, wrong. Isa showed you all that. That was an example. Isa didn't come here with no teacher. Isa didn't come here with no father. Isa didn't come here with no one instructing him. Isa come here with the grace and the direction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, and what was set before him is what he regurgitated. He wasn't here with Musa. He wasn't here with Yaqub. He wasn't here with Abraham alayhi salam. He wasn't. But what they were given, the doctrine, the tutoring that they were given, the instructions, he could reflect upon. And those people who are righteous didn't take that as, but they did. When he mentioned Abraham alayhi salam, they were like, how the hell does he, what? How could he be talking this? He's only a child. And that freaked them up. They got freaky. So they plotted and planned to say, listen here, we're not going to have this boy degrade, eliminating us. He wasn't going to kill them, but they had a position. Demoting, sorry, is the word I'm looking, should I be using demoting? They had positions. They didn't want to maintain their positions because they've distorted the truth to be in charge of people. And that's all he was saying. He's asking them, have you recalled this? Shouldn't you not be walking in that light, judging in this manner? Should you not be marketing and raising the society in this manner? And they were like, what? So when him turned one of their tables upside down, turn it over, they were like, how dare him? But they knew that this place was for worship, the remembrance of Allah. And to keep themselves humble from the dunya. So now you leave there and go to Mecca. What was in Mecca? The same thing. The same thing. That's why it's called Jahiliyyah. But why don't you all tell the people that, listen, Ishmael alayhi salam, what structures were set up? No, you all run all the way up to all these different demagogue people and who was running this, and then when the Prophet come, he did this and cleaned up the Kaaba. Yo, you wasn't dealing with sociology. No, you weren't. The only reflectiveness that you all did was talk about Jahiliyyah. And no explanation. Not in the word. In the society. How the people them slip. And why it was imperative that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the light of this earth. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him. You hear what I say? The light of this earth. See? Because you all come with a different narrative to tell people that Islam turned up with the Prophet. It's the Quran that turned up with the Prophet. Stop it. Stop it. A delinquent is telling you that. Prove me wrong. 100. Can't do. I don't care how much bag of Arabic you want to read. You can't prove me wrong. I'm 100 right. I'm 100% correct. Because you all keep demoting Ishmael and Hagar. You speak about Abraham alayhi salam, but don't give him his correct legacy. How much of you told the people about the threshold? He came and he saw that the lady that he had looking after him, Ishmael, this lady wasn't authentic, but he gave her a message to give to his son and told her to tell him that he said that he needs to change his threshold. Wow. That's a father who only knew his son from a babe. How is it that the son, unlike the woman, the wife he had, understood to change the threshold? How come? If his wife understood, she wouldn't have passed on the message. Because she knows that the person is saying to tell her husband that she needs to go. Yo, may I tell you, me too bright, you know. Serious thing. Me too bright. So, when I just have to, we don't need no apology. We just need to be accepted. Huh? One of the things that hurt a lot of us, you know, is how Africans deal with white people. African tried to make white people get to Alexandria University, get to every institution of learning and every top teacher for Islam, get them there immediately. That showed me that y'all think so that we don't have that mental tolerance. We don't have that cultural modality and mobility. We don't. And then we're not trustworthy because we might go there and do something that make one look bad. That people look upon as like, you know? And that's sad. That's sad. Star, when I can put we down next to £1 million royalty pound, we not take £1 million pound. The most would happen is that we will hide it. Not hide it from you, hide it in terms of making it safe. Making it safe. But you would have felt so that we took it. Yeah, we took it, but we didn't take it to use it. We will make it safe. That's us. That's us. And you'll find that we continue, we'll be trying to figure things out. That's how we are. You have been undermining, undervaluing us for far too long. Now, the earth is showing everybody out there, Christian, Muslims, everybody, but especially Muslims, showing you. You shouldn't be picking and choosing. Nah. You shouldn't be making out that somehow, these people are not graduates, so we can't really give them that. So, if the person who have all of these things that they say that we're not of that standing, if that person gets sick and die, what happened to these people? They've lost out. So how dare you know something and know that you should be guiding, teaching, instructing peoples, but refuse because you're looking for something. Who are you then? You're making yourself a demagogue, you know what I mean? And you don't want to accept it. Because you know something, you know things, and you're not sharing. It's like this very, very intelligent person or persons. Them know things and people that tell them, say, yo, acknowledge how them so bright. But them not share nothing with nobody. Them just make you see how skillful, talented, right? But them not doing nothing. And they're not sharing other people how them come by it and how to do this and how you reckon. No, they're not. And then they too part from life. And then we're meant to do what? Write books about, how intelligent, right, how skillful that person was. Why are we wasting our time? The most supposed to do is say that person was ignorant. He was ignorant. He or she is ignorant because they have so much gifts from Allah, God Almighty. And they refuse to share it with others. So they're ignorant. And we don't need any other to be like them. I make an example of them. But no, you all don't. You perceive that we're that. We're not. We're not the people that's like that. We're surrounded by people who are like that. We're not like that. We haven't learned anything. We've evolved through the grace of God and our foreparents. That's it. See? We're not scavengers, but we've evolved. We're true nature, human nature. We're human naturalists. And I personally need respect in that. Now, when we're wrong, if you check us and you didn't know about us, even if we don't know rationally that we're wrong, we're very apologetic. Because you know why? We want to learn and we want to have friends. We want to be on the right side of people. We don't love being offensive. We hate people who are offensive. We don't like them. That's why we will fight. You understand? But people who are humble and so forth, you want to see how quick we are very apologetic, blah, 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 and everything. Because, that's the nature. And we've grown to know that. We, as Habashis in the West, in the diaspora, we're humanists, man. We're naturists. You understand? We're naturals. We know a whole heap about herbs. We know, and when I talk herbs, smoke herb, and we know enough about grass and bushes. We love the breeze, and we love water, and we love watching the ocean, and we love watch birds. Yes, we love watch birds. We're not talking about human birds, We're talking about birds that have wings and fly and whistle and everything. You know them birds there? There's so much birds that have a way of when they feel your soul, they dance in the air. I have all those experiences, and they haven't left me. Because if they've left me, that means that I'm a rogue. I've been doing some terrible things. No. I still have that charisma, that touch to be among birds and talk. Yes, I still have that. That cannot be taken from me. And I don't have no intention of giving that away anywhere because it was given to me by God, not by man. You understand? All summer, I communicate with birds. Big flocks of birds. You think it's a joke? There's enough people. Young people, middle-aged people, old people, white, black, Indian, that watch me and come with me there. They don't say, you look like you're going like you're mad. No, yeah. And then I do my martial arts exercise and everything. And then my friends them come, my birds them coming for say salam to me. See? Because they might leave. They might leave that place, that area. And if you see how they make tawaf 3 times and come and say Sali, salam alaikum, and gone. Serious thing. You understand? Serious thing. So, I make joke with Sally. And all the people who are trying to make joke around the sheikh, stop make joke. If when I learn, no. I'm not going to miss the boat. If you are be like, you're supposed to go to Nineveh. And when I decide when I not go to Nineveh, because when I want to go West End, when the people them throw lots now, which one of you go make the people them know, sir, are you a play a game? Would you be brave enough to say, yo, Sheikh, salam alaikum, I'm the culprit here? You're not ready, man. So stop play a game with the man. And say about you play a game with Sally. You not play games with me. Me too clever. Me too wise. Me too bright. You understand? Seriously. You hear me say? Me too wise. Me too bright. And how me get wise? You not hear the talk me a talk? Huh? I'm a person that can cry. I'm in a shame. I'm not saying nothing that I don't mean. And I'm not saying anything that I haven't experienced. And I'm not begging affection. I beg cooperation. Cooperation. That's what I beg. From every man or woman. And my best friends is women. Because women don't come with hostility. Women don't hold back things and hide things. I mean, I talk about women that me are married, but I talk women, just women. Women that come among me and talk with me and me go among them and everything. They're so fruitful. Yo. And that's what me want a man to be like. Sincere, honest, and just nice. You know? Humble. The world show you now that there's a whole heap of me too and we too and all of them something there. Huh? I could teach all of them how to avoid all that something. And that's what Islam's supposed to be doing as well. Not supposed to be. That's a part of the deen. Huh? But them people, they're lusting with money and popularity and alleged fame and carpet and everything. And in all of that, there's certain things that goes on and people take liberties of everything. And now, the people them say, listen, before them get bright and meet a person like Sally and this body and start do things and build institutions and everything, we're going to bring them down and what? Yeah? Them nasty all of them up because them live a nasty life. Yeah. And many of those people have a bag full of money, but their money is blood money. It's nasty money. So them things don't attract me. It doesn't. A person with all £1 million don't attract me at all. It doesn't. What I have is important to me. And I don't lust for things. So it's not that me want this and want that. No. Anything that I do want, I get. But I don't lust for things. That's another thing with people. I don't lust for things. Right? And I know how to humble myself with other people because I don't know nothing. I know what I want to do and I know what I'm doing. And if someone comes and aid me, I'm going to stand back because each one teach one. No human being knows everything and we just know something. So the greatest of us is to share and to be tolerant. If the Prophet taught us anything, that's one of the things that he taught. That's one of the things he taught. But he had a lot of Sahabas around him that talk a lot, like I'm doing right now. They talk too much. Huh? Because they inflated things. They inflated things that they heard the Prophet said and inflated things that they saw the Prophet did. Now, you don't have that from Bilal, do you? You do not. You do not. And you don't have them something there from Aisha, whether none. You don't have them things there from her. Huh? And Fatima. You don't have them things. You just, or Ali. You have them things from other people. Always inflating, telling this and, right? Fictitious, telling summer stories. And then you don't know what is authentic. And you don't even know the reason why they have been saying what they're saying. What is it to do with the development of life and attitudes? And that's what the Prophet was here to do. Teach us how to live. How to live. How to structuralize ourselves. And how to bear reverence to the one that bore us. And also to constantly be a reminder of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to treat the earth with kindness. But now you're talking about things that you're not supposed to talk about. And make people believe that somehow this is authentic. It's not. Because the people inflated things. The Prophet never built some superficial something. That's why what was happening on the last 10 days of Ramadan was not revealed to us because we're too anxious and we're labbering, and he heard. He heard this body saying this was going to happen, and he heard all this commotion. And all these people are surmising and speculating and come up with all these different assumptions. Hey, so he turned around and went back home. And you all know that. Now, why don't you tell the people the truth? Because we was speculative. And different people was trying to make other people think that they know. And they knew nothing. They knew nothing. But he heard. He saw the actions. He heard the commentaries. Now, why don't you tell the people, listen, the Prophet call the people and tell them to sit down and listen. No, he didn't. He just did about turn, like Snagglepuss, stays right, back home. Sally, you're dangerous, man. Back home. He went back. Huh? And Ramadan, that was very important. Day and nights. We don't know. We speculate the same way the people was chatting. We don't know. And what we're supposed to do, we don't know. And people speculate on what was supposed to happen. How could you, when he went home? He went back home. He didn't say, hey, I'm going to leave you all, but this is what you got to read. Hey, blah, blah. Salaam alaikum. He didn't do that. None of those things happened. It did not happen. There's at least 3 essentials to our behaviors that we've missed. You think this Gaza stuff and all these other badness that takes place on this earth could have been doing if we knew those 3 gems? Could not happen. Because we are the cleaners. Islam is a stabilizer for this earth, for mankind. The Prophet came as a light to the earth. What's wrong with you people? So since it's called the light, the Noor of the earth, why you want to create shadows and darkness into the thing? Don't make sense. So here what now? Sally, I'm gone again, you know. So I'm gonna drop some rhythms, eh? And these rhythms are gonna they're gonna affect people. So here come African Caribbean people. Explain to people what you're hearing, you know. So here we go now. Sally again in the ghetto. See, in the ghetto. Astaghfirullah them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy and blessing on me. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive anything that I've said that said wrong. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me for offending any person that feel that I've offended them. But if you feel that I've offended them, that means that I'm right. Musa, Abdul Karim, Abu Bakr, Abdul Khalik, Kaja. I tell you, man, just a few. You understand? Bilal, Azim, Mahmoud, Saleh, Hisham. I tell you, man, the rock is still here, man. Gibraltar. Aye, boy. Listen, I feel me culture this, man. Listen. Yo, Dawood.
Now we're ready to sing our song. This your rhythm moving so strong now. Everybody gotta sing along. Come sing along now. After years of toiling, after years of building.
See? Years of trying, you know. You see what I mean? So then look back now and say to yourself, what happened? I'm older. See? It's not that I'm blaming somebody, but you know, you just look back, reflect, and you say to yourself, boy, it's just experiences that we've had. Huh? So we just get older, we get ill, and we die. And the next, our children and then grandchildren then come, and we leave them in the same calamity. And we are saying that we're done with that. We not take that anymore. Especially me. Me nah go down there no more. Me I go revolutionize the thing. Can't do that. People them just dead off. And people are supposed to help we, guide we, teach we, nurture we. Not do that. And still attack. Stop it, man. Stop it. Come here.
Let Jack arise and all the wicked be surprised. For all those who tell I those wicked lies that God is fine, serving like the snake that died. Yeah. In our one culture stands a murderer.
Back up, back up. Nobody come with your ring crab.
Yo, Bradford, Birmingham. See? Bilal. Yeah, Sally and Lick, man. Lakewood. Stand study, man. Come, listen.
Let Jack arise and all the wicked be surprised. For all those who tell I those wicked lies that God is fine, serving like the snake that died. Yeah.
Hey.
In our one culture stands a murderer.
Listen.
Back up, back up. Nobody come with your ring crab.
Zika. Bend your knees. And move your arms in time of your knees, man. Zika. Move it. It's called reggae, huh? Sally in the studio. Engineering. Me mama. Quiet house. Watch the tempo, watch the tempo. Physical energy. Easy, mommy, easy. You want to see we grandmother now? What's her?
Some of them just a sinker.
Mommy!
Some of them just a ripper. Some of them just a master. And some of them just a passer. So no matter with your steel crap.
See what we do? We take all the drums, them and the acoustics, them and mix them down, man. That's what we do. See it? African with them, man. Africa in the Caribbean. Hey, come here.
When will we ever stop our fighting? Can't you see it's time enough that we should all just start uniting? They're asking for peace, yet they never stop fighting. Will there ever come a time when mankind be united?
Did you hear that? You think so we're joking? Come on, man. We have so much parables and proverbs that the world can't digest with. And what they're thinking is that how did these slaves, the children of the slave, them, become so mentally proactive? How? Huh? It's because the genes of our ancestors is inside of our blood. Huh? And people like, who want to kick it out? No, we don't want to kick out. We don't want to kick out. We at it level. But when people deal with their emotion, we just bring it out. Bring it out. Come here.
When will we ever stop our fighting? Can't you see it's time enough that we should all just start uniting? They're asking for peace, yet they never stop fighting.
20 what? 25 years Sudan did their fight. Huh? I'm always asking for peace. Come, listen to life. This is life. Listen. Hey. Musical track called The Things in Life. You know what I mean? I was on the first song I played the vocal of the music there. Seriously. Now we play the dubwise version. Listen good, man. Life. The things of life. You know what I mean? Life. And in my company, everybody was a leader. There was no one exclusive, you know. I was the owner, but everybody that was part of my company was leaders, no exclusiveness. And me, I was the boss. But I never tell nobody for not do that and not under that. No. Because we have meeting and we love to be together. You know what I mean? Harmony. As youth and youth. Yes. Life, listen. All the changes of life, you know?
Through all the changing scenes of life.
Maintain your stride, you know? Life is a journey. And along that journey, experiences are gained. Hey, daddy, watch it. Settle, daddy. I see you try a thing, man. Settle. Now here comes number one track. Listen good.
Keep me rocking, keep me reggae music. Keep me rocking, each time we move it, my dancing feet.
Now you see the evolution of all of these sounds. These are African sounds. See? But the real evolution that a lot of people hasn't told to the rest of the people, them which is our people. There are Panamanians in here. There's Cubans in here. And the bulk some is Maroons from Jamaica. You understand? There's a lot of people that's contributed to this one craft called music, called reggae music. See? That's the evolution of unity. See? So the people them that try to oppress us, not try, that has oppressed us, you know, them isolate we. Them isolate we. Now, how did we fuse? That was natural. See? We love to share and we love each other's company. You understand? Okay. Now, listen good. Here we go again. The words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart stands upright. Come!
I tell you life. Africa. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, oh Jah. Don't you fight against your brethren, for what he has got, he has worked. wanna feel it.
See it? A great man called Mr. Al Campbell. They say words like that now. It's to tell us in our communities, here, round and around and everywhere. You understand? Don't carry bad feelings, don't carry bad mind in it, and stop peep at people and go around and backbite and everything. So now in Islam, Allah is asked, telling the Prophet to tell us, would we like to eat the flesh of our dead brothers? He said, of course not, you would abhor it. See? So these are things that we have been talking long, but we don't have no manual. We don't have the upright reasoning for it. But we know that people do these things. And we sense that these things are wrong. See? And we know that there's people who say things and make it fair seeming, but them a liar. They're cheat and everything. So we just think, say, yo, we need to tell everybody. So how you do that now? How you do that? We never had the mentality of that. So when it comes to this recording thing, we use that as the tool to send the message. But if we had people like, oh no, yo, we wouldn't have gone into no studio. Our societies, our infrastructure, yo, this whole diaspora, we would be the marquee. The European people, these spaces that we've occupied by force would be vacant because we would have gone home. We would have gone home. But no, we don't want to stay in Europe until we look down upon we as we are wrong, look upon those people and make them seem to be right, and mentally degrade us. Come on, man, that needs to stop. Al Campbell, come again, star. Come. Now, when you go Kenya, Tanzania, and Buganda, you see Maasai. See? So this is the Maasais at work. This is the Maasais appreciating us. Yeah. You understand? And down in South Africa, this is the Zulu and the Bantus appreciating us. Yep. Come here. And the movements look like Zika, you know, because them a jump high. Hi, boy, come here. Come.
You jamming.
Jump.
Whoa. You jamming, yeah. You're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming along.
Jump, man.
You're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming, you can't go wrong.
Jump.
But if you move that stone, the house will come tumbling down.
Listen.
Said if you move that cornerstone,
Listen.
the house will come tumbling down. And you won't be jamming, you won't be jamming no more.
Yeah, you want to go Ethiopia now, you see one song called Nagus. Eh? I tell you, man, them are going good. Come here. Listen lyrics.
You jamming. Whoa. You jamming, yeah.
Energy.
You're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming along. You're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming and you're jamming, you can't go wrong. But if you move that stone,
Easy muffin.
the house will come tumbling down. Said if you move that cornerstone,
Tell them.
the house will come tumbling down. And you won't be jamming, you won't be jamming no more.
Mr. Al Campbell.
You won't be jamming, you won't be jamming no more.
And he still don't gamble, you know.
A wise man built his house on the rock and it stood firm.
Teach them.
The foolish man built his house on the sand and it came tumbling down.
Educate them. Come on.
grooving and you're grooving and you're grooving, you're grooving along. But if you turn off that stereo, your music will get upload, and you won't be jamming, you won't be jamming no more. Jamming no more. Peace on the earth to all mankind and goodwill, my friend. Good among the living, bad among.
Yeah, when I get frightened now, you know I say drums. Yeah? Drums are the main thing in Africa, you know. Not just the dumb. Drums. You understand? How dare people tell other people that you must relinquish this to be that? No. You're wrong. So what you going to tell people to say? You see the light? You mustn't have the light because you're already black. What are you all talking about? If you're going to disrespectful manner, then yes. If you're going to be degrading, yes. See? But if you represent, not me, but that which is being transmitted, something of value that doesn't reflect upon the people as erroneous, then now there were people them who was in Jahiliyyah wanted to bring back aspects of their Jahiliyyah along with them. Yes, along with them. Just like you have Christian them now and them change the whole landscape. And Gomorrah is not something of decadence, it's something to be celebrated. Is that what you're looking at and thinking? Nah. No. You see the generations that comes, you all have mentally, this is you all as Muslims, you have mentally suppressed the evolution of the minds of the generations. Where you're supposed to be exemplifying the beauty of the Prophet. That's it. Not speculative, not speculations and rare, and trade. Exemplify the beauty of the Prophet. And then have symposiums where you speak about ignominious mannerisms, what he did to try and introduce a mental assertion so that people them can understand, realize, and make adjustments. Trade with honesty. And with what we call today the big word, transparency. Discuss cordially with righteousness. Don't try to be sneaky and use words that makes it seem pleasing, but it's not. You're just massaging something. Where's these symposiums? Where are they? So the generations that's come, that's being touched by the dunya, being touched and influenced within the education of the West. What mental syllabus have they got in their soul that Allah has given to us, given to the Prophet, and the Prophet is given to us to transmit to them? It's not there. People use it as a lecture hall to stage themselves. So people look at them as people who have so much knowledge. Waste. Pretending. And you want to talk to me. You can't talk to me. I'm not big-headed, but listen this. Al Campbell continually. Come here, Al. Big bad sounds coming from the man Kawa. Things in time, a lesson learned. Come here. sound in the whole wide world play all the versions of this one, a principle. Mighty principle, man. I tell you. Come here. Come, boy. Come. Yes. Things in time. Unless you
Babylon no like how the youths them a move. Try to plant a bad seed in their groove, but your love conquers all. They will no longer go astray. They know that Jah is the only way. Yes, Jah love conquers all. Righteousness stand for all. One love we say for all. In this time, whoa, in this time, peace and love will ensure. Children of Jah will endure. In this time, in this time. Stop your wars and foolish fight. Let's get together and unite for Jah love.
Yo, news flash. You see, all of us come, a lot of us as African Caribbean came to Islam. You know what I mean? In a north and west London and so forth. And we become infatuated and in love with what we found. And we took our eyes off of our children, some of us. And those children finish up in cemeteries, like Muhammad Khaja's son, finish up in cemeteries. Now, on reflection, it would appear that we never had control. No, we had control. But we were infatuated. We were in love. We were cumulatively blind with the infatuation that we had towards Al-Islam. But in many cases, it wasn't Al-Islam. It was the people them who were marshalling us and influencing us with their knowledge. And we wanted so much of it. And we neglected our responsibilities. In many cases. We lost our teenage girls, we lost our teenage boys. We lost our teenage girls into our form of vices, and the social services, the care services have taken them. The boys, we've lost them to the cemetery. Now, who was there crying for? Crying, it wasn't going to help us. Who was acknowledging these vices that was inflicting itself upon us? Nobody. We embrace all of that ourselves. And some of us have not recovered. Not recovered. We have not recovered. So, for some people, it seems that we are practicing Islam wrong because these things have happened. No. We were influenced by wrong people and people who didn't care, don't understand anything about sociology, don't understand anything about life. So when we buck up on problematic situations, you weren't there. We never wanted you to shed a tear. We needed guidance. We needed help. And after the events, we needed counseling. Step off we shoe. Step off our shoes. Yo, Rasta Chesedek, miss you, man. Miss you bad. Come here.
Just be wise. Make
Make them pay them price. Say when you see the wicked man a cry, make them cry, them fi cry. Teacher beat them, I beat them. Don't give them no helping and for them we buy. Them no nice, them we take your life. Teacher beat.
Yo, tell the man say me dangerous, you know. You see it there? You understand? I could have left this. And I'm alive this. Is there something me know how to use, like the man them use them media, man them use them newspaper and tell lie, man them use television and news broadcast and tell lie. Me not tell lie. Me not deal with fiction. You understand? Me deal with a surety. Come here, Chesley. Come again. Listen good. Yeah.
Just be wise. Make them pay them price. Say when you see the wicked man a cry, make them cry, them fi cry. Teacher beat them, I beat them. Don't give them no helping and for them we buy. Them no nice, them we take your life. Teacher beat them, I beat them. Hey. When them did I do, when them did I do? Never know say Jaja did a look. Hide behind the corners back a bush. Put every secret written in a book. Do them up, them money be bribe off. Do anything I hide off. Shoot up the place and ride off. Hold them up pay the high cost. When you feel the fire on your foot, stand up in the fire where your foot. When you see the wicked man a cry, make them cry, them fi cry.
Them rhythm, they frighten people. When you listen to the words them carefully, frighten you. See it? And I want to, we can do these things, you know, because we experience the hardship of life. And under them things that we're supposed to do. But through we experience all them something, that these are the things that come out of us, of our reservoir. See it? So can you imagine if the condition and circumstances was much different? Oh my God, man. Can you imagine if the condition and circumstances was much different and pleasant and lovely and like the breeze and all the birds them float on the breeze and everything. You understand? A pure joy. You see it? And we would have leave out some instruments. Definitely. Them instruments there is to call people, you know. You understand? It's to make us stand firm, strong. And it's to drive fear in other people. And I don't understand the craft. It's called expression. Come here. Man called Chesedek continually. Rasta Chesedek. Come here, son.
Yes. Nothing in this world is new.
And what a lot of you just know or think when I know Bob Marley. Yo, Bob Marley is just one person. You understand? We have hundreds, thousands of them. You understand? Thousands. You understand? Come here, Chesedek.
Yes. Nothing in this world is new to I. Of man come and speak the truth and die. Just because a world that is built on lie, for their own rights them get crucified. Nevertheless, someone will have to stand up for the truth, that justice be given and equality for every man. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh. No fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh, no fear, no flesh.
All right, now. So let's go back to Palestine now. Let's go right back over there. So if the people that's the custodians of the house, of the holy precincts of Mecca and Medina and Al-Hajj really did fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and have true reflection of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and understand that he's the light of this earth and everything, why are they fearful? Why are they fearful? If those people them fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and know say that death is sweet, would they be doing what they do? No. Why don't you all go talk to them? It's them you need to talk to. It's them you need to reframe. It's them you need. But no. Those people are building all kind of something. Those people been ignoring for 75 years the plight of the Palestinian people. Those people have indulged in destroying Yemen. The Yemenese people destroy the place. Racial conflict and ethnic cleansing that now the Yahudis is doing to our brothers and sisters in Palestine, ethnic cleansing. And it's ethnic killing. That's why the Western people that stands for justice, they call it a genocide. They're not calling it ethnic cleansing. They call it a genocide because they know the people are decide to kill off the Palestinian people. They want to wipe them out. But where's this teaching? Where's the teaching? Nah. We come and say we want to use some poetry and do some nasheed. We don't want to do them something long time. But we have to go through hoops and hurdles and everything. And even then, they make us feel that we were doing some bid'ah. And even though we take one step forward, we take a step back. And before you know it, the whole of London was on stage. All Muslims. Then the television program come, they all up there. Then next thing you know, them all across the earth. America, Canada, Arabia, all the Arab areas. Then here in England, 3 Asian boy come and make a big way in them life and them family and incorporate reggae into their something. And we never heard no outcry. We never see nobody ban it. All we see is every auditorium that them turn up, the place is cocked like sardine. Like sardine. Asians that you would never think you would ever see, I listen to such beats. And then we say, well, why, if the people them now say nothing, we might as well tag along and see what they're doing. And that's how we got involved. We just go there and see what these young boys them are doing. And all we're seeing is that we're on the outside looking in. We weren't on the inside. We were on the outside looking in. But we gave them props, admiration. We gave them props. We never decided to try and compete with them. We didn't do anything. We just gave them props and say, yo, we're not going good, you know. Definitely, you're not going on good, man. Right? All we're wondering now is if the people that we're associated with and we do something, how would they deal with us? And our minds tell us, listen here, we don't want to know. So what happened? We didn't do nothing. The fear and the love and the respect for our tutors, we didn't attempt to do anything. We discuss it, but we didn't say, yo, here what happened? Let me do this. Or you lot do this, and we will observe. Nah, we just didn't. Because we have so much love, so much respect, and honor for our tutors. But then we saw our tutors, them dividing. And for a lot of us, we didn't understand what the hell that was all about. And up to now, we don't know. Only one person has said this one is not as strong as it used to be, and the strength has come over this side. All this kind of nonsense. All of that. That's just to show you that if we weren't honorable people, if we didn't have tolerance, if we weren't living our lives without emotions and hostilities and all that other nonsense that people try to attribute to Afro-Caribbean people, we wouldn't be standing still. Now, someone want to say, well, then Sally, why are you doing what you're doing? I'm doing what I'm doing because where I've moved to and what the population in this precinct that I'm in, they're having to face and go through on a day-by-day basis is far too much. And me join a brother and go upon him station. But the brother I use me upon him station to do certain things. And me get for understand how to connect to something and go as an independent without a web page and everything like that. And that's how come I'm here. But what happened is the disease got me. That's the truth. The disease got me. You understand? The disease. And it is a disease because I can play reggae music like a Bible. I know it that well. And I can engineer it too. So I don't have a problem, but it's a disease because it becomes, one becomes infatuated. And many times I fall into that. Because like I know all these artists. So you just don't read them name, you know. You have to make contact with them and then you know something about them. You understand? So I'm in the verge, have been in the verge of influencing so many of them because they're things that I want them to do. And those things are it's going to happen. It's coming. Inshallah, it's coming. At this point, it's more male than females. It's more male than females. But at the same time, I am saying to them, La ilaha illallah. Oh yes, I show them that there's no existence on this earth without Allah. Oh yes. Now some smiles, and then some says, yo, me like the way you live, you know. And then another lot says, yo, you know, say that means what I am and everything. I say, yeah, hold on to what we have. But anyhow you find yourself want to ask a question, you know, don't limit yourself, just ask the question. If I know the answer, I give it to you. And what I don't know, I can search the Quran for it. And if I can't find it there, I have tutors. And them not going to make up something and tell you just to make it sound good. They will finish up showing me what I should have known and where to find it within the Quran. Because it's what Allah says, it's not what some man says or some men, some philosophers. And them love that. Them, when them hear them kind of talk, them say, what? I saw you go on. You understand? Yeah. You see, seriously. And they don't go around telling people, Assalamu alaikum, like that. They don't do that. They're not hypocrites. They're not hypocrites. They're not trying to go through one door and them just learn for say Assalamu alaikum to go through that door. They're not hypocrites. Yeah. And we eat each other's food. And now I'm the juice master. You understand? Them know so that me have the cocktail. So, yo, Chesedek, come here again, man. Come here. Come here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. who trick you and send you cold. Them no love you, no. Who fool you and tell you cold. They want kill you, yeah.
Yo, don't get frightened. Cause this one is serious.
Now, to go.
My sides. Bantus, you know. Even the elephant, them a skank. You don't know that? Come here. I'll come back.
I'm back where this ain't no longer away. Ain't gonna speak my mind.
Did you hear that? And that me I say. I speak my mind, man. Don't confuse me. Yo, come here. Al Campbell again. Gone. Guidance.
Oh well, no. Whoa, the fence too tall and can't go over the wall. Time get hard, so my ball. Oh no use you playing ball if you can't play the game. Don't you know your life will stall and things won't be the same? The fence too tall and can't go over the wall. Time get hard, some ball. Oh yeah. When you lick and you get so high, you feel like you wanna touch the sky. So you'll always want to feel that way.
yes, last night, soldier man them start beat up people, young people them in Sudan. Huh? Badness. The attention is on Ukraine and on Gaza. And the people them a take liberty of the spotlight to shine bright elsewhere. And them stick young people them and beat them up badly. You're a joke, man. You want to see if things wasn't the way things really are. You know, see, we would have mobilized people them many years ago and even know. You understand? Like Fidel Castro, and go to Sudan and shake them all up, man, and get rid of all of this ammunitions and munitions and everything. You understand? Because one set of people want to tell me that I am, and them people that know Al-Quran, them know Sahabis, them know the life and the Sunnah, inside out, upside down, all around, of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, without no apologies, and yet still them a behave and kill people. Are you joking? Them qualification of telling me, say, Marang, cannot happen. Not that I'm headstrong and arrogant, but you can't tell me Marang. Nah. You have to tell the murderer and the pillager and the lovers of the dunya that they are wrong. When you can reach Noah, alayhi salam, can reach that level, you can come now and say, yo, the rest of you people fall in line. And so it will go. Just like that. Everybody will just fall in line. You understand? Just so. But just to tell some person that you can't understand what it is that they're doing, or understand what it is that people are hearing, but have this idea that somehow it's a demigod something. No. Perception is wrong. It's a perception. And I am not working with deception. You know what I mean? Linguistically, I am qualified. But that's not with arrogance. You got to get my point. It's not with arrogance. I'm reaching 6 persons. Huh? And by the time 3 of them persons say, yo, hear what you hear this? It become like 15 person. I'm not here for the luxurious, because if I was here for the luxurious, there's certain things I can do for that. But I go into the reggae vote and the reggae culture and the reggae consciousness. I don't go into those other things. And everybody that know me know that that's how I stay. You understand? So when I blend right from wrong in a this, no one can misconstrue anything. It's a person who's looking for faults, or a person who doesn't know nothing about African Caribbean people would say such things. But you see, we are raised that we need to attend to our homes, ourselves, before we try to take the speck out of someone else's eye or their nose. Yeah, check yourself first. So then you can give advice or attend to someone else. So then we're balanced. There's no inferiority and superiority complex. That's human beings. You do it the other way around, someone is going to feel like, you know, who the hell that person think there is, and and tear. I didn't come up like that. I did not come up like that. I wasn't raised like that. And I'm not facetious either. I know all the words. Implementing them, I can do that. And I know how to avoid. So I'm too old to play games. I'm too old to play games. So I'm not on my punch and pride. But one thing that I am on, I didn't know what to do with the hospital. The hospital wanted euthanasia for my mother. They were the people that's in control of the medication and the things that they had in her veins. I sought advice and I got let down. That's what happened to Sally. So I know that no man's an island and no one stands alone. I'm not so much egotistic, but I'm sensitive. I'm very, very sensitive. I am. Very, very sensitive. You know? I'm extremely, extraordinarily sensitive. I don't beg people's affection. I'm just sensitive. So where someone is going to say, well, let bygones be bygones and move on, you must forgive. I say that Allah is the only forgiver. Because are we supposed to also forget? How do you erase something from the conscience, something from the mind? You can appreciate with the pain someone consoling you. I can do that because that was my job. That was my job. I had to console people. I had to redirect people. I had to try to help people save their children from going into care. Sometimes when I look back at me, my record do not show that I have signed any child into care or put any child into care. I've prevented children from going into care. When my backside's supposed to be in my house, all this time now I'm in somebody's house explaining to them when they come up tomorrow or whatever day in a hearing, how they need to conduct themselves. And when I ask this question, this is what I need you to say. I'm helping you, I'm leading you to bring your soul out. And sometimes I walk round parks on the road and everything and think. And I say, alhamdulillah, I've not in my whole career written anybody's child and put them into care. I've prevented. And I've told some beautiful lies. Beautiful lies. So that these children never got parted from their parents. And most of the time it wasn't parents. It's from a female. The man gone. Man gone long time. From the child born to back foot, man gone. But when the man here say, I see the woman look like a cherry, him start sniffing around the place, causing problems. Causing problem. But what was the problem? At the school, the child does not want to learn. And I'm the person who writ PHSE, not Gus John. Gus John, him get the credit for PHSE because I was on his watch. He was a director of education. I'm the one that's carrying out the work in schools. I'm the one that written the program. I wrote the program. The program was developed, was written, partially written. Huh? And it was given to me, it was shown to me by a beautiful headmaster. And him just said, when I'm leaving in the evening to go home, him says, see what you can do with it. And I strengthened it and looked for ways of how to apply it. Not just me, all teachers. And that's what Gus John found to be beautiful. It had this social application that any person can apply it and implement it. Simple, with all the checkpoints, assessments and evaluation. And then what was I doing? The most beautiful job, one of the most beautiful jobs in education, conducting assemblies. And all those assemblies was based on PHSE. I needed help. I needed advice. I needed a shoulder to lean on, to cry with. It was my mother. Al Campbell, guidance, you're gone.
Oh well, no. Whoa, the fence too tall and can't go over the wall. Time get hard, so my ball. Oh no use you playing ball if you can't play the game. Don't you know your life will stall and things won't be the same? The fence too tall and can't go over the wall. Time get hard, some ball. Ooh yeah. When you lick and you get so high, you feel like you wanna touch the sky. So you'll always want to feel that way. It's gonna cost you too much pain. The fence too tall and can't go over the wall. Oh yeah. Time get hard, so my ball. Oh no. Whoa. Yeah. You work so hard to get what you want. Now that you got it, don't be a fool with it. So many people want to take your place, so make use of it, don't you wait. The fence too tall and can't go over the wall. Oh no, time gets hard, so my ball. Hey. Oh no. Whoa. Oh no. No use you're playing ball if you can't play the game. Don't you know your life will start and things won't be the same? The fence too tall and can't go over the wall.
Chichi Bodoy, I tell you, man. So, I want to just give back a little piece of what I'm coming with, because you may forget what was said there, and this is a reminder. You just get a snippet gone, guidance we gone.
When the black man's word was spoken, yeah, and the white man thought it was a token, yeah.
Alton Ellis, Sir Alton Ellis. So we say we guidance and gone, man. Seriously. Yeah. All my brethren them, make sure when I tell everything I say now, make it clear, make it be understood. You know what I mean? Yeah, serious thing. Guidance.